Wainwright is the CEO of Viana Mendez Salons and an empowered mom. She continues to be an inspiration to many for her success in the beauty industry and helping make her salons some of the best in the country. Whether at work or with her children, Viana gives everything. She does her all, and that is what makes her the inspiring individual that she is today.
Hi, guys, and welcome to another episode of In Love with Me, where we feature inspiring individuals who will share their amazing stories. I am your host, Mafae Velasco, and for this series, our topic is passion and purpose. For this episode, we have an empowered woman, international hair and makeup artist, owner of the Jessie Mendez Salons, and amazing mom, to motivate us to take action. So without further ado, let's welcome the beautiful Viana Mendez Wainwright. Hi, Viana.
Hi. Hi. Sorry, I have to wear a face mask. I'm at the salon.
It's okay. We know you're such a busy person, balancing everything, and you're at the salon right now working, and you said yes to being part of this campaign. Thank you so much. I know it's out of your element, but then again, I want to share how inspiring of a woman you are. So before we talk about what's been going on during this quarantine period, can you share with everyone on how you are the empowered and inspiring woman that you are today?
Yeah. Basically about myself, I feel that I'm an empowered and inspired woman only because I'm doing because I artificially make people feel beautiful. They look beautiful, so we help people wear their skincare problems. If they have any concerns with any of their beauty needs, that's where we come into play. So that's why I love being in the salon industry because it really gives you that feel good feeling after you step out of the salon.
Mm-hmm. And I know that your biggest mentor most probably is your dad, right?
Yes,
Or
of
both
course.
your mom and
Yes,
dad. So
yes.
how did
Oh my
you?
God.
Where did? There he is.
Yeah.
And how did it start? How long ago did the Jessie Mendez company start?
It's been here for about 50 plus years. I'm not so sure
Wow.
exactly, but it's been here for a while. Yeah. So I know that I've wanted to be a makeup artist ever since I was 5. I remember watching my dad put makeup on the different celebrities back in our first branch in Evangelista. And I told myself I want to be one of them. So right after college, I pursued makeup. I decided to really get into it. So that's when I
Mm-hmm.
decided to start my journey as a makeup artist. So I'm super, super happy about that. But since I'm more on the management side, I've kind of had to shift um, the career towards management. But I still do makeup on the side for my regular clients, and I also do eyebrow embroidery. So if you're familiar with the pixie microblading, those kind of things, when I have clients, I also do that as well.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I admire about you, because you're still hands-on, regardless whether you're part of the management or the owner. You do many things, and I see you work sometimes 24 hours a
Yes.
day. I don't know how you balance things, but what is your biggest motivation and inspiration to being the woman you are, with
Well,
having so much on your plate?
definitely, yeah, it's my children. I mean, my children are my biggest motivation. I want them to be able to see me and use me as their motivation to either start a business of their own or to get the courage to do what they love to do without being ashamed of doing it. You know, my daughter actually just started her online business, so I'm giving her plugs. Yeah, it's called Dessert Angels M&L. So they specialize in dessert drinks. So she just started that, and I'm very supportive. very successful.
Mm-hmm. So with that, I know a lot of moms, really look up to people like you, women like you, who are able to, be that amazing mom to her children, and then also, an amazing, leader for your staff. So what would be your definition of, your passion and purpose?
Well, my passion is just doing what I love. So I love anything with beauty. So whether it's makeup, whether it's hair, skincare, I'm all about that. The purpose, the reason I guess because I like the feeling of the clients leaving the salon feeling where their confidence is boosted, where they look good, so automatically they feel good. So that's why I really like this industry. I don't think I could see myself in any other, setup. I can't. I'm not really built for the corporate world. I'm really built for the service industry, I guess. But I guess there's a lot of upsides to this as well.
Mhm. So what's the most rewarding feeling of having your career, your choice of career, or your own company?
The most rewarding thing I think is aside from making the clients feel good, being able to share the knowledge I have with my staff as well. So there I feel like I have to be an example and a leader to them. So it's I feel my whole mantra is you have to have a happy workplace for everyone to for a business to be successful. So happy staff, I feel, is always going to be about uh, rendering better results. So yeah, I'm just really happy that I'm able to share a lot of things with them, and that I'm their leader, and I'm hopefully
Yeah.
inspiring them also to eventually start a business of their own soon. Yeah.
Hmm.
So there.
So, during this quarantine period, alam ko it's very challenging for business owners like yourself. Was there anything new you learned about you during this time?
Well, I learned to be a housewife. Yeah, I'm not saying I don't know how to, but I learned to unlock some cooking skills. I guess staying at home for long periods of time, just watching YouTube videos, I'm learning how to cook different kinds of food for for my husband and for my kids. And the quarantine really helped with yeah, just my improving my cooking skills. I guess that's pretty much it.
Yeah. What kind of food did you cook?
We did a bunch of we did theme nights. So we did Mexican nights. We did Japanese nights, Korean nights. We basically went through a couple couple countries over the quarantine period.
That's a
Yeah, but
good
my kids
idea,
enjoyed
though.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were able to to have a variety in their usual dinners. But I
Hmm.
hope they were pretty happy with the food that I made. Yeah.
Anywho, so with that, again, let's go back to how you balance everything. What's your definition of me time?
Me time. You know what? I don't really have me time. Yeah, after a very long day of work, I used to go to the gym a lot, but because the schedule now is really hectic, I have to be at the salon almost basically from when they open to when they close, so I can see how operations run. Me time is just really when I go home and spend time with my kids. That's really the only me time I have now. As far as
Okay, I lost you a little bit, but anyways, regardless, it's just so inspiring the fact that you still find happiness regardless of the challenging times, or the hustle and bustle of your company. Whenever I see you, you're just like, your personality is just high energy all the time, so I'm sure your staff is inspired by you. It's, possibly is that your way of sharing with them and telling them that your why is big. Your why is for your family, for your kids, right? But at the end of the day, of course,
yeah,
there's certain things that you need to do to help motivate yourself. So when those times happen, as women, as human beings, when you have off days or times that you feel unmotivated, how do you motivate yourself?
When I have times that that I feel that way, I always tell myself that there's a reason, why we're put into certain situations like this. So it's God's way of testing you, and letting you experience and learn through the challenges that you face. So, fortunately, every time that does happen, it's really how you bounce back and how
Right.
you present yourself at the situation, and just thinking positive, moving forward, and of course making the best out of the whole situation. So it's really about just keeping positive. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. So I'm sure, like, everybody's wondering also right now, you mentioned skin. Skin is, one of your passions and taking care of it. So
Yes.
how can everybody take care of their skin considering that, they're just at home? How can they, make sure that they're not, overly stressed? What would be your advice?
Well, my personal recommendation, and I've seen it work wonders for me, is hydrate yourself. You have to hydrate. Like, I drink a lot of water. I think I drink maybe 16, 16 glasses of water a day. I feel it really helps with hydration. It helps you with breakouts. Water does wonders. So if you can do like even water infusion, you put fruits, you can put your own whatever fits your flavor. You can put cucumbers, oranges, lemons. I do a mix sometimes. My kids got into it also. So water for me, I feel, is the best way that they can take care of their skin if they aren't able to come to a salon or go to their preferred dermatologist. And water is just does wonders.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. That's something that that you can see, right? If you're hydrated or not, it's just the amount of water that you take. So right now you're
Yes.
working, so obviously the salons are back. But then you were mentioning to me it's like four customers at a time is allowed. Where can we find the salons that you're
Mhm.
managing?
Well, right now we're working at a 30% capacity as per the guidelines of the DTI, but you can visit any of the Jessie Mendez salons. I mean, we're all prepared. I think we've gone over and beyond the protocols. Our staff are doing rapid testing every 2 weeks. They're wearing full PPEs. We have all of the stations with acrylic shields. So we have to ensure safety for everyone. You can try to visit if you're in the Taguig area. There's BGC, Pasig. We have Capital Commons. We have Cash and Carry in Makati. Of course, we have our Glorieta branches, New World, and we have Marriott.
And there you have it, guys. If you are itching to get beautified, Viana and her team are
Yes.
ready and safe for you guys to be serviced. I know it takes time now. And I'm pretty sure you're very busy because there's a lot of people that are itching to have their hair colored or trim after almost 4 or 5 months of being quarantined in the
Yes.
Philippines. And I'm sure there's a
Yes.
lot more questions when it comes to what's available in the Jessie Mendez salon. So we can find you on social media, right, Viana?
Yes. So any of the Jesse, we have Jesse, the main Jesse Mendez official page. We have several ones that break off like BGC. We have the Capital Commons. We have Cash and Carry. So you can get in touch with any of us. The only service we're not allowed to do yet are nails. So
Mm.
any nail care, unfortunately, we're kind of limited to that.
So a little bit more patience, guys. you know,
Yes.
I know there's a lot of people out there wanting to get their manicure and pedicure again, but we just have to follow the
Yes.
rules, as Viana was saying. So Viana, there's probably one thing that I know that I want to ask you. As a very inspiring woman, what are the four pillars that you live by, and that helps shape you daily?
Well, one number one is my family. It's really all about my family, my children, my husband. It's I do everything before them, and everything that I do work. I try to be a really good example actually for them. So number one is family. The second, faith. Of course, we have to look back at our faith. Thank God for everything that's been happening. Despite the pandemic, we're still doing well, still safe and healthy, and we have to be very thankful for that. Third, it's really about patience in the salon. Being very patient about the day-to-day challenges that I face here. But I'm very thankful still because we still have a lot of clients. So everything is still doing well. And of course, fourth, it's my dedication to do what I love. So I'm very happy with working here and being able to actually do what I really like to do on a daily basis.
So, what does it take for you? What kind of character, what kind of personality do you like to hire to be part of the Jesse Mendez team?
Well, you can't be shy, definitely. So, as someone who's a bit more bubbly, you have working in a salon, you get to see and talk to a lot of people. You get to see different, walks of life. You get to see people who have different concerns about themselves. So, the one thing I like is just people who are really open. If they can, they're just bubbly, like as lively as me. Actually, 80% of my staff are like that. So, I don't think I have one quiet staff. Maybe one only, but most of them are too loud. Sometimes we have to tell them, okay, you have to keep your voice down though, because they, I think they get that from me because we're really a loud group to begin with. Yeah, but that's good though. So we've been getting a lot of good reviews recently about people with their hair colors. So they're very happy about that.
Yeah, that's true though. But I can agree. Like it happens in life. Like and you need people that are willing to network, willing to communicate, because that's the way that you get to know each other. For your clients, I'm sure that they want someone that they can trust and bounce back ideas and not be shy of telling them the truth. So it's very
Yeah,
important in the salon industry, right? But I agree with that. I love people who are bubbly
yeah,
because it just makes it I guess positive atmosphere.
yeah,
So you have daughters.
yeah.
If
And
in case,
it's
go ahead. What were you
yes, yeah,
saying?
I do. Yeah, go ahead. What were you saying?
No, you have daughters, and I'm
No,
sure
you were
that
saying something about the daughters.
yeah, they love to follow. If in case they want to follow in your footsteps, or be part of the beauty scene, would you? What would be your advice to them?
I would tell them that it's going to be a very interesting ride. you know, working with different kinds of people. Mostly, I love the gays. I feel like I'm one of them already. But it's definitely something that I would I would inspire them to pursue. My oldest daughter actually, a lot of people have been wanting to get into modeling, but
Mm.
she's not so keen about the idea.
Mm.
But I tell them you should start learning while you're young, about the salons, management if you're not into doing makeup. So, over the quarantine period, I taught them how to do the eyebrows. So they're able to both do the eyebrows properly, which I'm very proud of. Yeah.
Well, that's good. I mean, it helps
And they
that you have.
experimented with hair color.
Oh
Yeah.
no. But at least they have you to guide
Yeah. One of
them.
them went with yeah, that's true. They went with a pink color, they went with a purple color. So they have been going all out during the quarantine period.
Well, it's all about being creative during this time, right?
Yeah.
But with that, I know you and
Yes,
Rob are very supportive
definitely.
parents. Was there a big challenge when you first became a mom on balancing your job with the salon?
Definitely. I had to be well. When I first had my first daughter, I wasn't really working as much as I'm working now. So I think it became more of a challenge with my youngest son because that's when I had him, I was already very involved with the salons already. But I was able to balance it. It's kind of hard because sometimes I go to work early and I don't see them, and then when I get home, they're already asleep. But I try to balance it. Sometimes I try my best to take days off. Because we all have to, and I try to give some time to them. So that's why our operations have shortened also. So I think it helps also with our staff, to get to see their families. So most of our salons are operating from earlier, and then we close a bit earlier also, so that we can get some time to see our own families as well.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure that now you can feel more
Yeah.
relaxed having that that time off. Because as a workaholic, I know you are.
Yes.
You're such an amazing woman. I mean, we work together also, and just you inspire me. I'm just like, Viana's still working. Should I still be working too? But I love that, and thank you for inspiring me and my team, because someone like you obviously knows the formula,
Yes, of course. Thank you.
or of being a business owner as well as a hands-on leader. So Viana, thank you for your time. I know you're busy. I won't take more of it, but lastly, can you please share your words of wisdom to moms, to women, to everyone who's watching right now, on how to stay hopeful and to know that there's still opportunities coming up after this whole challenging pandemic time?
Yeah. So my advice is to everyone, and I guess what I can just say to everyone is just follow what you feel, what you love to do. So you put your passion into it. Whatever it is, don't let anybody tell you can't do it. You follow your dream, and then you see the benefits that happen after it. So I wish everyone the best. Stay safe and healthy, everyone. Come visit all of our Jessie Mendez salons, whichever area you're in, and we'll be happy to service you with all of your beauty needs. Thank you for
Yes,
having me.
of course. And whatever questions or advice that you guys might want to know more about or ask, I will put Viana's social media accounts for the Jessie Mendez salons here, so that you can reach them and book an appointment, or just get advice on what would be
Yes.
beneficial for you. So with that, guys, we are grateful for having Viana here again to inspire you all. And with that, actions speak louder than words. And thank you for tuning in this episode of In Love with Me. Thank you, Viana.
Thank you. Oops. Thank you.
Thank you for watching and Love of Me series.